Well, good morning, everyone. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Claudia. I don't know where everyone is. My Skype went kaboo this morning. I even did my meditation this morning. I feel amazing. I do, but my day is not going as I planned. That's for sure. It will. Yes, yesterday they came late. So, it could be the room act up. Who knows? Everyone could have challenges. I'm finding I'm having a challenge today and I'm recognizing because we went to the acreage for a couple of days, it threw me out of my routine, and it, it, it takes me a day or so to get back into my routine. It's really weird. I I was up early this morning, about 10 to 5, which is not bad. I'm getting closer to 5 o'clock. Well, I got to tell you, Claudia, the kids are amazing, and it wasn't even that there was a lot to distract me. I'm in a different environment. The kids were amazing. I was still able to do everything I wanted to do. I had everything set up in Tina's office, so it was, very comfortable. But I wasn't at home. I'm not in my own. It just reminded me how I become familiar with my surroundings, and I like my routine, and because I don't have to think about it, right? I don't have to think about it when I'm here usually. I just do everything I need to do. I don't have to think about it. It just comes to me because I'm in my environment. I know my routine. And when I'm out of my environment, that routine changed. The routine changed because I had 3 little kids to get up every day and off to school and, take care of after school and make sure they get their homework done and feed them and hang with them and get them to bed. And so my routine was different. And I still did the same things I do, but they didn't come as naturally. I had to think about it. When I'm at home, I don't have to think so hard. So today is my transition day. I'm getting back into the swing of things. I really don't know where everyone is. We'll see if they make it, and if they don't, um, we will read tomorrow, if that's all right with you guys. We can talk about what we read yesterday. Where did we? We started accessing the power of now. It's pretty deep stuff, isn't it? I'm talking about being free of time and really having an appreciation for things. And I don't know, I really love my morning time. I love when I get up in the morning. Hello, Renee, welcome. I love when it's early and wonderful. It's quiet in the house. It's just me and Spider. We have our routine, and he's really funny. And I enjoy it. And sometimes something happens that throws me off course, and it's like, whoa, yeah, Spider is our cat. For those of you who don't know, he's a ginormous cat. I just love him. He's my buddy. He's my morning pal. I do my meditation. My coffee. I do my follow up. I do what I do in the morning, and I like that routine, and I don't like it when that routine is disrupted. Renee, welcome, welcome. Our regular crew are AWOL today. We have a small group here today. We've been reading through the book, The Power of Now. I don't know if you have the book. Amazing book. Highly recommend this book. Well, you know what? That's a really great question. It's a really great story, Barbara, and I'd be happy to tell you. I decided I wanted a cat, and Dawn will tell you, when Janet decides that she wants something, she will go out of her way to make that happens. And we were at the pet store one. There was this beautiful, absolutely beautiful kitten, and it was a Bengal. A Bengal cat. I'd never seen them before. I was in love with this kitten. So was Dawn. until we asked it was, and it was $800. And, you know, that would be the day I'm going to spend $800 on a cat. Okay? You know, no, I'll go adopt a cat. So anyways, but what that did, seeing that cat, caused me to want a cat even more. And now I knew what kind of cat Dawn really wanted. And one day I'm driving home from wherever I was. I can't remember where I was, if it was when I was working. No. I don't know where I was coming home from. An appointment of some sort. Anyways, I'm coming home, and something inside me said, go to Petland. And so I went into Petland, and here was a new batch of kittens. They had just come in. They hadn't even been to the vet yet. Or they had been to the vet and they just got back. They were brand new kittens. They just came in. They weren't fixed. They were only like 6, maybe they were 8 weeks old. There were 3 of them. And one of them looked very much like those little Bengals. He was just the cutest little thing. He had those colors, and I was in love with him. And so I went home and I said, Dawn, we need to go to Petland. I think I found a cat. I need you to see it, because I mean, we both have to love this kitten before we're going to, invest in a cat. And so we went back to the pet store. We asked to see the cat, and so we saw the cat. And when I was in there in the afternoon, I asked if I could put the cat on hold. Okay, and the woman said, no, we don't allow anyone to put a cat on hold. And so when we came in, I'm holding this kitten who I'm in love with him. I'm in love with the cat. I'm in love with him. I'm not sure if Don was in love with the cat the first time he saw him or not, but I mean, I was in love with this kitten. I really was. And so this kitten was coming home with us. That's all there was to it. I knew that Don didn't mind, but yeah, allowed to hold the cat. So I'm holding this cat, and the woman is telling me that, so I said, I want this kitten. She said, oh, that one's on hold. I said, what do you mean it's on hold? I was in here yesterday this afternoon and tried to put it on hold, and I was told I couldn't put it on hold, that the kittens weren't ready yet, blah, 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 blah. It was the day before. And she says, well, the kitten was on, somebody called, and someone was in, and she put the kitten on hold. And I just looked at her and I said, I was in here yesterday and I was told your policy is you don't put kittens on hold. Therefore, this cat is not on hold. I'm taking this kitten. Possession is 9/10 of the law. I've got the cat. And so do you know what she did? She says, well, she did say the cat with the brown and white. And there was another kitten that was similar color to Spider, but was way more white than Spider. Spider was more the tabby color. And anyways, you all know the end of that story. Spider came home with us. So that's how we got the cat. So we get home with the cat, doesn't have a name. Okay, we got this little kitten, and oh my God, he's so cute. He fit in one of the little tiles, a little 4-inch tile. He fit right in that little tile. He was just this tiny little kitten. He needed a name. And so we're heading out the door to go somewhere, I don't know where, and leaving our little precious kitten at home. And Dawn says, so we call him Peter Parker. You know, the guy, I don't know, do you guys know who Peter Parker is? Anybody? That is the right name, isn't it, Don? He said, we should call him Peter Parker. I'm like, it's not a cat's name. Okay? Peter Parker is the guy who played Spider-Man in the first Spider-Man movie. I think Spider-Man was just out or something. It was a great movie. It really was. And I think he's the guy who played Spider-Man. And I said, well, why don't we just call him Spider after Spider-Man? And we named him Spider with a Y. Anyway, that is how Spider got his name. Yeah, that's Spider. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, that's Spider-Man's true identity. Of course it is. Duh. Okay, told you I'm out of my routine. That's right. Spider-Man's true identity, and so that's how Spider got his name. Pretty cool, hey? But I'm wondering if you really caught the whole story about how we got a cat. Hi, Fern. Welcome. That I really wanted that cat. I wanted a cat. I really wanted that Bengal. I thought it was just the most beautiful kitten I'd ever seen. They were gorgeous, really. But I really wanted a cat. I really, I'm a cat person, and I love cat. I mean, Don't let Dawn know this. I would love to have a second cat. I think a cat by itself is lonely, and I would love to. I had 2 cats at one point, and they're much happier together when you have 2 than when there's just 1. Anyway, I wanted a cat. I had an idea of what kind of cat Dawn wanted, and so I kept my eyes open, and I put it out there. I wanted that kind of cat. And I was drawn to the pet store that day. Something inside me said, stop at Petland on your way home. It wasn't on my way home, okay? I had to go stop and go out of my way to get on my way home. And I went in, and there were those kittens. And that one, he came right to me at the window, and I said, can I hold them? And she said, they just came back from the vets, or they're going to the vets today. They'll be back, you know, they'll be ready tomorrow. And I said, I want that one. Can I put a hold on it? No. And so started the battle. Determination wins. A lot of people would have said, oh, okay. But no, she told me I could not put that cat on hold, that I could not say I want that kitten. I couldn't take it that day, right? I would have paid for it right there and then. But I couldn't put a hold on it. Anyway, y'all know the moral of that story. If you want something bad enough, it's going to come to you. Depends how bad you want it, right? You know, we don't have a second cat because we've been traveling a lot, and having a second cat is more of a challenge. You're traveling a lot. Now you got 2 cats to get taken care of, and it's not like we have a neighbor that can just come over and look after our cats. Wouldn't it be nice if we did? Wouldn't it be nice if we had a neighbor that could come over and look after our cats when we go away? It was the last time we went away, my cousin's daughter came and stayed at our house. That was awesome. It was really nice having someone here that just looked after the cat, took care of the house. It was awesome. Our cat is very chill. He gets along with anyone and everyone. He's always been around other animals. He's friendly around dogs. He does have his moments, and it might take him a while to get used to something new, but if something new comes with someone he knows, he adjusts to it right away. So when my daughter's cat comes over, I can't say that Spider's very happy about it. He leaves. He stays out of her way because she's nasty, and the first day she's here, she's not very nice, but she comes around because we let her. She knows she's safe here, and it gets easier and easier. Now when she comes, she knows this is her place. Party pants, that's funny. Kitty. Well, Spider is Spider. I think you guys have seen pictures of him. He's a 20-pound cat. He's a Norwegian forest cat. And we're just taking a bit of a different journey here today, guys. I'm out of sync, having been at the acreage, and we're shy on people today. Yesterday we talked about freeing ourselves of time, accessing the power of now. Those moments when have you guys ever had that moment? I love that moment when he described looking at a tree and somehow seeing it differently. It says, a moment ago when you talked about the eternal present and the unreality of past and future, I found myself looking at that tree outside the window. I'd looked at it a few times before, but this time it was different. The external perception had not changed much, except the colors seemed brighter and more vibrant. There was an added dimension to it. It's hard to explain. I don't know how, but I was aware of something invisible that I felt was the essence of that tree, its inner spirit, if you like. And somehow I was part of that. I realize now that I hadn't truly seen the tree before, just a flat and dead image of it. When I look at the tree now, some of that awareness is still present, but I can feel it slipping away. You see, the experience is already receding into the past. Can something like this ever be more than a fleeting glimpse? So first of all, I want to know if you guys have ever had that experience. where you're looking at a plant, a flower, anything outside, a bush, a tree especially. Trees amaze me. They do. They absolutely amaze me. What they go through year after year. They're just amazing, amazing. But have you ever, stopped and all of a sudden the tree looks vibrant, or whatever you're looking at just jumps out at you, and you just, it's just different. You just see it for what it truly is. I know in the spring when our apple tree starts blossoming and then we start to see the little buds of apples, I am always truly amazed, and I'm so grateful, and I love that tree. I give love to our plants outside. But this is really, when you are in that moment that you're looking at something else, it could be someone else, and you're seeing more than what you saw before, meaning that you see past the image to the feeling part. You get to the life part, the essence of what that is. If you've ever experienced that, that's really what we're after, right? It means that's when you're free of time. And when you're free of time, you're free of pain, you're free of ache, you're free of sadness, you're free of anything like that. You're just free of time. You're focused in right now. So right now, I'm going to throw this out there to you. How many of you are doing something in the background? How many of you are making notes about something else, or maybe you're doing some ads in the background, or are you here 100%? Or even if you're here, focused in the room, are you really here 100%? Are you listening 100%? Are you, Claudia, I know you are, you always are, you're amazing. But I also recognize how hard it is to be 100%. I go to conferences quite regularly, and I'll catch myself having to come back to the conference because my mind wanders off. Okay? So while you are here and 100% focused on the conference, you're free of time. You're not looking at the clock. You're not, and looking around at your fish, looking around. I have this money tree that sits on my desk that my daughter bought me. That was a struggling money tree when it came to me. When I say struggling, what I mean is that it was not a very happy money tree. Okay, it was not doing very well. And it's maybe I've had it for about 5 or 6 years, maybe not quite. But I'll see if I can get a look at it here. All right. It's really not ever lost any leaves. Can you see it? Do you see? There it is. Look at it. It's huge. So that sits right on the corner of my desk. That's my money tree. Isn't it beautiful? Look at those gorgeous leaves. She's just shiny, beautiful. Always new leaves coming out. And she's really never lost. Her original leaves are still down here. She's maybe lost a couple when she hasn't been watered properly, but I almost every day will come in here. I can't help but see it when I walk in my office because it's bigger than life. And I can't help, I love this tree. I tell it every day how much I appreciate it. I'm just mesmerized by this tree. I have an umbrella tree, a Schefflera downstairs. Do you guys know what kind of tree that is? It has one stalk. All right, it came to me in a Mother's Day basket probably 10 years ago. With a bunch of other people together. They need to go into a much bigger, ginormous pot, but I just don't even know where this plant's going to go. I may even cut it down, I don't know. But it has really never lost leaves for 10 years. One stalk. And all the other plants are still intertwined and growing inside with it. And it is now almost to the ceiling. One stalk. And last time I looked, it had 10 new leaves coming out. Like it loves where it is, and it just keeps growing. I have it tied to the ceiling so it doesn't fall over. I love that plant. I don't know, I would say too many plants, but I mean, I love plants. You know, I have this little guy here that I've rescued. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with him. He's kind of fallen down. He's not very strong. So these are his stalks are not getting thick. They keep growing up, but they're not thickening up so that they're strong. So see, it falls over. He needs to be tied up. It needs a stake. What am I going to stick in there? Find something that I can put in there, and I will help that little guy stay up. He's having a real challenge. Yeah, he can hang on his brother there. But you know what? There we go. We just took a journey with my plants. We took a step at a time for a moment. You got to enjoy my plants with me, and yes, they're beautiful, aren't they? I have to show you something. I have to go get it. It's going to go downstairs anyway. And I realized when I sat at my desk this morning that I put this beautiful picture up here that Trinity made me, or I'm sorry, that Trinity made her prepare. She made this for Dawn. So she drew and then colored this picture. Look at this. Okay, so it starts here. You can see this goes up. And it was just a pencil drawing, and so all the colors are coming from here, and then as they come up, they're changing and changing, and then they just go poof. Isn't that cool? That's our 11-year-old. Our grandchildren are really quite artistic. Kaylee does. Have you guys seen those adult coloring books? Those adult coloring books are pretty cool. Now, you want to talk about taking a step at a time? And Jenny, I don't know if they have the adult coloring books in the UK, but if they do, highly recommend you grab one. Why? So you can take a step at a time. So you can just grab those crayons and just focus on coloring the little lines, kind of like this. They're pictures that are just lines and drawings, and you just do all kinds of colors. I bought one for my daughter for her birthday. I love them. When we were younger, they were called doodle art. Similar thing, right? Really recommend you get one. I think I'm gonna be getting a bunch for Christmas for my kids and for just whoever I can think of, and because I think they're very therapeutic and can be a lot of fun. You wouldn't find that relaxing? You'd be amazed. Just because it's just, I mean, I'm not much of a colorer, but I've done digital arts, and it does, because what it does is take you away, because you're thinking about coloring that square. It takes you out of time. So if it's not that, what I recommend is to find something like that, something that you can put your attention on. It's going to distract you from whatever you're doing. It'll take you away from whatever needs distracting. Like I said, I have a picture that Sarah did when she was young in our bedroom door, and it's a flower pot and says, "I love you, Mom." Aw, isn't that awesome? You know what? For me, I remember how excited I was when my kids went to school and started bringing Mother's Day gifts home and Christmas things for Mom and doing things for Mom. It was really nice because I didn't have that, right? I didn't have grandparents to do that with my kids, and my ex just certainly wasn't that kind of guy. So I was really excited when my kids started doing that from school, and even more excited that they carry that on. My kids are very awesome on Mother's Day. They all phone me, and actually all 6 of them, you know, are my stepkids and my kids. So they all phone me on Mother's Day. I'm very blessed that way, and it's awesome. A moment at a time. The more we get out of time, the more we stop focusing on everything around us that's not what we want it to be, okay? Because here's the problem. You're too busy thinking about and talking about the stuff that's bothering us. Well, it's real. It's what's happening. It's really bothering me. I need to get it off my chest. I really feel like I need to get this off my chest. And I'm like, okay, get it off your chest once. Get it off your chest and let it go. Make sure you get it off your chest with somebody who isn't going to take it on and help you keep that going. Because that's what's causing more of that to come. Do you guys all get that? That as you focus on whatever it is in the world that's causing you to feel, whatever it is that's causing you to feel. So the more you talk about that, you're stirring up those feelings. Well, I can't help it. It's what's happening. I'm going to tell you this right now, that you can help it, and it's only happening because you keep talking about it. And I know that with every ounce of my soul, because I know that when stuff happens to me that I don't want to happen, I can look back and go, well, geez, there go, like, I mean, I can see the thoughts I've been having that have caused those things. Guys, I'm not the most perfect person in the world. I have stuff happen in my life, believe it or not. Do I believe the world will come to an end? No. Like what world? The planet? You think we're going to blow up our planet? I don't think so. Do you want to know what I believe? I believe it's more that we get together and talk about our energy and heal ourselves. The more we take control, the more that we realize, when I begin to feel better, I give off good vibrations. And the end of it, there is no end. There is no beginning. And when you hit the reset button, you go back and come back. I mean, I just believe our energy is amazing, and if it's not this world, it'll be another world. We're not ending. There is no death. You're just here having an experience, and none of what you see here is real, other than you make it real by observing it. Nothing you see here or are experiencing here is real. It's simply things that you have created with your mind. That's it. And if what you are experiencing right now is not of your liking, you can change it. How many of you truly believe that if you don't like what's happening in your world right now, you can change it? And actually, you're the only person who can. If there's people in your life that you don't particularly like, there are ways for you to change that. There are ways for you to rid yourself of that. It doesn't mean you're going to rid the world of those people. It means you're going to rid yourself of thinking of those things. I don't even want to hear those things, Claudia. How do you know that? That's propaganda. Anyway, I don't want to go there. That's political. I believe in love, and I hope you all believe in love. Shall we meditate today? I really believe at the end of the day that love is going to just, well, love heals my world, heals my life. I live in a world where everyone is amazing, joyful, happy, and most of the time they are. Anyway, it'll all, let's leave all right, guys, can I say something before we go into meditation? Talk like this that we're having right now destroys the world. Now, if we can talk about the amazing people that are coming out of all of this destruction that's happening, the amazing people that are coming, no, we're kind of done with that. What are you looking at? Are you looking at all the things that can go wrong in the world? Are you looking at all the conspiracies? Do you see, you know what? That's what they're saying over there, but that's really not true. You know what really happened is this, and how do you know that's what really happened? Because that's what you decided is what really happened. We can change this story. We can change this story anytime we want. In my world, I focus on my amazing children. The sun's shining today. It's beautiful out. It's a bit wintry here. It's a bit cold. Actually, it's very cold. It's winter, and that's okay because the warmer temperatures are coming back. The sun is shining. It's absolutely beautiful out. Tomorrow, Bennett's coming over. I can't wait. I just love hanging with that little guy. I love my life. I have happy kids. I have a happy world. I focus on the things I love. Only because that's what you're seeing, Jenny. You're saying that all the energy seems to be directed on revenge because that's what you're seeing. You're watching the news. You're listening to, you're seeing the stuff on book. You're seeing the stuff in the newspaper, and you're paying attention to it. You're giving attention to that. Do you know what I see? I don't even see that. I see amazing people telling amazing stories of courage and love. I see a president of a country that just was attacked saying, we still love people and we're going to help, and that's what we're here to do. We're not going to stop being those people. Love, my friends. Start looking for the things that are happening that are right. Jenny, you gave energy to it by putting it in here. Do you not get that? Okay? The more you look at it and see it, whether you attach to it or not, as soon as you repeat it, you're giving out that vibration of it. Look what's happening in the world. Look what I didn't even know about that, okay? I didn't need to know about that. I don't want to know about that. I want to know about the amazing people that are in my world, because this is where I live. And if my world becomes upturned, I will find the good in that. I mean, and it's, maybe those sound like empty words, and, it's nice for you to say that, but if you were in that situation, how would you respond? I don't know. But I know what I believe. I know what I believe. I believe in love. I believe that we, as a world, are finding more and more reasons to love each other. I really am. So what shall we meditate to today, my friends? We're 4 minutes past the half-hour mark already. What a great discussion. I really hope you guys are actually seeing what I mean here when I say that when you repeat news stories that are negative news stories, whether you buy into that news story or not, the fact that you're repeating it is simply propagating that stuff. We need to find the good news stories, guys. We need to live in the bubble that spreads love everywhere, that says, I love you regardless, and I realize you're on your own journey, and I don't really appreciate that you stuck your nose into my journey, but you know what? We're all on our own journey. A meditation for love. You know what? Leave that with me, Barbara. I'll find one. I know they're out there. Do we want to do some Lori or Abraham today? These are all about love, Barbara. All the Abraham ones are about love. It's about letting go of all that stuff that isn't love so that you can feel the love. When you meditate, that energy you feel, that's love. Want some Abraham today? What do we want with Abraham? We have general, physical, relationships, and money. General, you got it. We're just going to go first come, first serve here today. I'll grab the link and put it in there. Sit back, relax. Remember with Esther, it's 3 beats to inhale, 5 beats to exhale. Follow along. Just listen to the words. If your monkey brain goes and you're thinking about all the stuff that's going on, just bring yourself back to the words. See you back here in 15 minutes. I love you guys. Enjoy.
Welcome to the doorway of your vortex. We are extremely pleased that you've made the decision to be here. Breathe in. Breathe out. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creation and for the purpose of aligning with who you really are. Breathe in. Breathe out. We want you to know that as you relax and breathe and focus softly upon the words that we are offering to you here, you are allowing the gentle tuning of your vibration to the frequency of your source, who is inside the vortex. Breathe in. Breathe out. Be easy as you find the rhythm of your body, and enjoy long, slow breaths in and out as you hear our words. Breathe in. Breathe out. It is not necessary that you concentrate, and there is nothing that you need remember. Just relax and breathe and enjoy. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are an extension of non-physical source energy, and you have come here with great eagerness and purpose. You intended to explore Earth's perfect balance of contrast for the purpose of moving life beyond what it has been before. Breathe in. Breathe out. In this moment in time and space, you are precisely where you have intended to be, and the source within you is pleased. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your life continually calls more expansion through you, and all that is benefits from the important part that you play. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you relax and breathe deeply, you can feel the appreciation that Source feels for you in this moment in time. Appreciation for your physical world, for its diversity, and for the stream of never-ending desires that flow forth from you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Before your birth into this physical body, you understood the importance of the contrasting diversity on planet Earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. You jumped in eagerly to explore the variety and to enjoy the expansion that you knew would be called through you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your life is supposed to feel good to you, for you have deliberately chosen it as the platform from which more will flow. The appreciation that Source feels for you never-endingly will wrap you in a warm blanket of worthiness if you will allow it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your life is serving you well and is providing the basis of expansion exactly as you knew it would when you decided to come. Breathe in. Breathe out. You have launched countless rockets of desires into your vortex of creation, and your frequent entry there will always feel good. Breathe in. Breathe out. From inside your vortex, things satisfy and delight you. You feel expansive and frisky, and you are eager for more. With every new discovery and each new place you stand, the expansive feeling of more continues to call you and refresh you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your world is gradually expanding, steadily growing and refreshing, while finding balance every step along the way. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well-being is the dominant basis of all that is, of the universe and of the physical planet upon which you now stand. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your magnificent world is eternally tied to the steady rhythm of well-being at its core, and the same is true of you. As you relax and refresh, releasing resistance as you breathe, you will discover the balancing rhythm of your source. Breathe in. Breathe out. Be easy about your life and feel our appreciation for who you are as you allow wonderful things to flow naturally to you. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you relax into the law-based premise of our words, any resistance you have found along your physical path will be released. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you listen to our words and remember who you are, you will rediscover your natural vibrational patterns of well-being. Each day you will find more clarity, more stamina, more eagerness. Each day you will remember who you are and why you have come. Breathe in. Breathe out. That which is your source is fully aware of you right now and feels unspeakable appreciation for who you are. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your life is supposed to feel good to you, and you are meant to feel happiness in your life, and you are meant to satisfy your dreams. Breathe in. Breathe out. You are doing extremely well. The well-being that you seek is flowing to you. Relax and enjoy the unfolding. Feel appreciation for what is, and eagerness for what is coming. There is great love here for you. Breathe in. For the next few minutes, letting the music guide you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. There is great love here for you. And as always, we remain in the vortex.
So Barbara, did you feel the love? Are you feeling the love? You know where the love starts? It starts with you. It starts with you learning to love yourself. It was one of the first things, you'll know, Claudia, remember, it's one of the first things we do in Tools to Life is we learn to love ourselves. We learn to say, I love you. You're pretty cool. I love myself. I love all my broken pieces because I'm not broken. I'm absolutely perfect where I am, how I am, and from where I am right now, I can be and do and have anything I want to. As long as I choose to and apply what I need to apply to make that happen. But it all starts with feeling it. When you actually feel it, like, I'm special, I matter. Does it mean you're perfect right away? No. Can it take a while for that to really turn around? Yeah, I have to tell you that thanks to all of you being here every weekday for Morning Motivator, it has affected me in ways I never thought possible. It's really quite amazing. It's amazing. Your life can change so quickly. This is about getting in touch with your soul and understanding you didn't come here to experience grief. You came here to experience contrast, to experience something other than what feels good so that you know you don't want that. Now here's the secret, that the better you feel, those experiences aren't necessarily bad ones. They're not things that take you down the slippery slope anymore. There's just things that, oh, well, I like that. I'd like more of that. Well, I didn't quite like that. I didn't quite like the taste of that. I don't think I want to have that anymore. I think I'd rather eat more of this. I really enjoyed this. I would like more of this. I really enjoy being in the company of these people. I want more of that. How many of you have people that you enjoy being in the company of? I want you to start thinking about that. I enjoy being in the company of XYZ. I want more of that. Can you do that today? Can you start thinking along those lines? I like XYZ. I want more of that. Can you fill in that blank for me? We're such a small group here. I want to hear what yours is for today. I like XYZ. I want more of that. I like it. I have to think here. I really like it when you guys are here and participating. I really do want more of that. I really like it when technology works. I want more of that. Sometimes it doesn't work. I don't like that. Okay? I really don't like it when the technology doesn't work. I want it to work better. I want a new computer as my next thing. It's time for a new computer. My computer is happy to be home, to have the fan on. It's happy where it is right now, and it'll I don't need to change it just yet. I'll be watching for the sales, I can tell you. It's time. It is time. Can you fill in the blank? I like XYZ. I want more of it. I really like it when I ask the universe for a parking space near the shop I'm going to and I get one. More of that, please. Yes. So I'm going to challenge you, Jenny, because the truth is if you can make that happen, you can make anything happen. And those are one of the first things, and I mean, those are one of the first practices we did even through Tools to Life. It's just think about, as you're going anywhere, just know that the parking spot you need is going to be right where you need it to be. Always. There will always be a parking spot, and there always will. If you expect one, there will be. Yep, so more of that. So more of that means, so what else? I know that I'm pretty sure you have some pals you hang out with, don't you? Yeah. Well, but here's the key, Jenny. You need to apply that to every aspect of your life. Do you recognize that? You need to apply the concept. Yes, there's always a parking spot there because I expect it. I'm asking the universe for it. There it is. I expect you to pop me up a spot. You can apply that to every aspect of your life. I really like going to France. I think you go regularly, don't you? I really like going to the country. I want more of that, please. I really like going to the pub with my friends. I want more of that, please. Jenny, see, just say, well, if it worked with my lottery numbers, that'd be great. Abraham would have a lot to say about that. That's sarcastic. It would work if you'd let it. You don't believe it will work. You believe it works for a parking spot. That's easy. You just don't believe it would work with everything else. And until you believe it will work with everything else, it won't. You have to believe it will work with everything you focus on if you want it bad enough. If you want it bad enough, if you can feel it inside like nothing you've ever felt before. I remember when we got our very first fusion. We're now on our third. There's just something. When I want something, when I can feel that feeling in me, like I want that. This is what I want right here, right now. I want this. It's not long before I have it. I have to really want it, though. I mean, I have to want it so bad that I can feel every ounce of my body tingling. It's like, oh yeah, yep. I don't know how it's going to get here, but that's what I want. That's what I really, really want. I could picture having it. When we got our first fusion, I was in bed with a bad back. I was really struggling with pain, and I remember we had a nice TV in our room, and I remember seeing a commercial for a fusion. And the commercial was about the experience that this couple were having in this car, and she was the passenger, and he was driving. And the commercial was all about her experience in the car, and it was phenomenal. I could feel it. I could feel myself sitting in that car. And it wasn't long after that that we had an opportunity to buy that car. And when we took it for a test drive, and I sat in the passenger seat, I can tell you, my friends, I felt every bit as much as I felt when I watched that commercial. When I sensed how that girl felt in that car, I could feel that feeling. I wanted to be that. I wanted that car. We went home with that because I could feel that car. The car we have today, real seriously, we were not going to buy another Fusion. No way. And then we walked in the parking lot, and there it was, and I'm like, oh my God, what a beautiful car. Yep, we went home with it. We even test drove another car, which was really nice. You got to believe it. And so you can apply that to anything and everything, Jenny. Do you see that? I want to know if you actually recognize that you can apply exactly what you said that. You ask the universe before you go do something to give you what you want. You envision it happening. You know how it feels. You're very confident. There's the parking spot. I'm very confident that the money I need is going to show up. I don't know how. I don't need to know how. I'm confident it will. We don't allow it. We get too stuck in time. We get too stuck in what we call reality. So we're not willing to let go. We're not willing to let go of all that crap in our heads that's really not even reality. And just say, I believe I can change all this. Well, and yes, you do, Jenny. So I'm just going to encourage you to you know what? Just keep doing it, my friend. Just keep trying. Just keep practicing. Like I said, I'm certainly not perfect. I still have to practice sometimes really hard. But I'm going to tell you something. it sure is getting easier, and it sure is manifesting faster, and it sure is pretty wonderful. It really is. So keep practicing. Keep coming to our calls whenever you can. Keep applying these strategies, however, whatever you need to hear to help you apply what we're talking about. Because it doesn't matter what books you read. It doesn't matter what philosopher you followed. I know we're already past our time, but I think this is important. It really doesn't matter who you follow. The message is exactly the same. Your thoughts are what is creating your world, your thoughts, what you're thinking about, what you're talking about, what you're feeling, what you're in touch with. You came here to experience joy, love. Somehow we got focused on everything that got broken. We started breaking it. We started getting, I mean, we can call it whatever we want. We can call it ego, we can call it disconnection, if you want to call it the devil, whatever you want. It's about being disconnected from who you really are, and recognizing that, you know what, I came here to have fun, and by cracky, I'm going to have fun. Jenny, do you want to have more fun? Who here wants to have more fun? Yes? Who here wants to have more fun? Tell me yes, you do. Because I will tell you the secret to all of this. The more fun you have, the better life will be. The more fun you have, the better your life will be. So just keep reaching out. Say, I'm not having fun doing this. All right, Jenny, so this is how I'm going to challenge you and everybody here today. When you recognize something that's happening that it's like, whoa, there's one of those things I don't really like. This is what I would like instead. I would like more of this. Can you practice that? Can you practice recognizing when something comes into your vision that you don't like and saying, I don't like that. I want more of this. Yeah. Practice that today, guys. And, where are we here? My poor computer. All right, there we go. Let's have some fun, because fun is what it's all about. See you guys tomorrow. Thank you for staying late. Really appreciate you. Let's try to kick things off on Friday. Bye for now.